haven't been vlogging enough, but I've been so busy. So the team have now got a whole list of papers we're working on: trust in personal data, mapping the vulnerability against the political landscape, looking at a new framework for judging data and how people use it, looking at willingness to accept payment for data and how much you think your data is worth and how much you're going to be paying. And obviously what we're seeing is people say, no, if you want that data, you're going to have to pay me a lot of money for it. And then in practice, what we see is people giving it away for free. Lots and lots going on at the moment. It's very late in the evening. I haven't vlogged enough just because I've been totally flat out working. But that's okay. Designing the DBA is going along. Lots of pressures on my time. I guess this is the lot of academia, but lots of hopefully interesting thoughts going on. I'm just reading now about systems and emergent properties. Now, emergent properties, what that means is if you have, say, a system, say a house, could be a system. Now, the parts of the house are bricks. Now, a brick is not a house. When you construct the building, at some point you might say, oh, yeah, that is a house. Now, all those bricks are interacting, there is an interrelationship. But the emergent property is the house. Now, you have to know what a house is to recognise that's a house. So it's the relationship is only viewed, the property of the house is the emergence, and that's only viewed when you know what a house is and when you've prejudged it in many ways and you know that relationship. It's emergent because you don't really know what somebody's building necessarily. It's a property after the fact. A good example of this in the paper that I'm reading is if you think about, say, 3 horses. If you happen to know that one's the sort of the foal and then there's the sort of stallion and the mare, then that's a family of horses. But you have to know that these horses are all related and that relationship together makes the family. So that's what the emergent property is. So if we consider value, is value an emergent property of a system? And if so, what are the assumptions, what are the pre-knowledge that you need to know before you can say, well, what is the value of something? And how do you prejudge that? So that gets into pretty deep academia. I definitely need to speak to one of my colleagues, Professor Roger Moore, who really understands systems thinking, to try and bed out that idea. But that's what I've been working on until quite late, which is just now. So anyway, I just thought I'd check in, let you know what I'm doing. I'm going to make a video this week about how to structure writing, and I'm going to put that up here, and hopefully a lot of people find that really useful. That'll hopefully help you from undergraduate all the way through to PhD. How do you structure an academic piece of work? Okay, there's some really interesting stuff going on around the department, so I'm going to maybe share that with you in a minute.